Hello everyone, myself Dr. Rajyashree Zavde, Assistant Professor, DG College of Commerce, Satara. Dear students, today we will be discussing about Limited Liability of Partnership Act 2008. So as you know that this act is for a very specific purpose. That means when we talk about the partnership firm, so the liability of the partnership firm and the partners are restricted through this act. And this act is enacted in the year of 2008 and implemented in the next year. So here we will talk about characteristics of the nature of limited liability of partnership. Then we will also discuss about its nature, features, and the very essential aspects of LLP. So, LLP is an alternative corporate business form that gives the benefits of limited liability of a company and the flexibility of a partnership. The limited liability partnership is a separate legal entity which is liable to the full extent of its assets, but liability of the partners are restricted and limited to their agreed contribution in the limited liability of partnership. So here we need to understand that because of this act 2008, the liability of the partners are restricted and now they are having the opportunity to enjoy their this status as a partners. Now we'll talk about the concept of limited liability of partnership. Dear students, as you know that this LLP is an alternate corporate business form. We have to understand that it can continue its existence or it can be enter into a contract and hold property in its own name. So here as we are talking about the liability of the partners, so the property of the partners and the property of the partnership firm. So there is difference between these two assets. So here now the partners are having that kind of rights on their personal property. The LLP is a separate legal entity. It is liable to the full extent of its assets. And here we need to understand that the liability which will be decided by the partners and act is here which are guiding to the partnership firm how much or to what extent their liability will be. So today we see that yes, the nature of this partnership form and the liability and their responsibility and the functions are now articulated in a very proper form. Second thing is no partner is liable on account of the independent or unauthorized actions of other partners. So here is again one type of benefit to the partner, that if the other partner is doing something which is not expected or which is wrong, so the other partner will not be liable for the act of the other partners. Individual partners are this shielded from joint liability created by another partners, wrongful business decisions or misconducts. That means suppose if there are two partners or more than two partners, suppose one is taking good decisions or according to their agreement, and the other which is going beyond the document and taking wrongful decisions or acting or doing or committing misconduct, in that case the person who is doing right will not be held liable for the act of the wrongdoer or the other party. Next thing is mutual rights and duties of the partners within a LLP are governed by an agreement between the partners or between the partners. So here we need to understand that the LLP is not relieved of the liability for its other obligations as a separate entity. So here mutual rights are there and the duties of the partners are there in the LLP. It depends upon their agreement or an agreement. Next is LLP contains elements of both a corporate structure as well as a partnership structure. So it is called a hybrid between a company and a partnership. So now, because of this limited liability of partnership, both the structure can be enjoyed by the partners or partnership. We'll now talk about the structure of limited liability of partnership. LLP shall be a body corporate and a legal entity separate from its partners. It will have perpetual succession. So these are somehow we are talking about the characteristics and the nature of LLP. So LLP shall be a body corporate and a legal entity which will be separate from or which is separate from its partners. It will have a perpetual succession. Advantages of LLP form. Now we'll talk about the LLP form. So what is this particularly LLP form? So LLP form is a form of business model which is organized and operates on the basis of an agreement. Second thing is it provides flexibility without imposing detailed legal and procedural requirements. So we have to understand that because of this business model form, flexibility is there. It enables professional or technical expertise and initiate to combine with financial risk-taking capacity in an innovative and efficient manner. So here, if we analyze the advantages of limited liability of partnership, we will understand that LLP is a separate legal entity. Limited liability of partnership is a separate legal entity. It is different from its partners also. Next is, in an LLP, partners are not liable for all losses of the company. The partners of an LLP have the right to manage the business directly. So the nature and the status of partners are protected through this LLP Act 2008. An LLP can raise funds from partners, banks and non-banking financial companies, that is NBFCs. So even they have the right and the opportunity to raise the funds. Next is, if there is only one partner in an LLP, then the sole partner can find a new one without dissolution. This is also again very important characteristics or the advantages. Next is post incorporation. An LLP can have limitless partners. Once it is incorporated, then they can include more partners in the company or the firm. So in short, benefits of LLP. There are two partners in LLP. Then the formation cost is low. Here is no compulsory audit. LLP is easy to establish. In LLP, there is limited liability which is restricted by the Limited Liability of Partnership Act 2008. And here are many tax benefits which are available to the partners in the LLP. Other countries where this form is available. So LLP structure is available in countries like United Kingdom, United States of America, and other Gulf countries like Australia and Singapore. On the advice of experts who have studied LLP legislations in various countries, the LLP Act is broadly based on UK LLP Act 2000 and Singapore LLP Act 2005. Both these acts allow creation of LLPs in a body corporate form, that is as a separate legal entity separate from its partners and members. So it is the uniqueness which we have adopted from these countries, and that is applicable even in India through the legislation, that is LLP Act 2008. Now we'll talk about the difference between partnership firm and limited liability of partnership. So under traditional partnership firm, every partner is liable jointly with all the other partners and also severally for all acts of the firm done while he is a partner. So as we see that if we talk about the firm or the partnership firm, old firm and new firm, through the LLP Act 2008 now there are many changes, but if we study old that kind of provisions in the Partnership Act 1932, so the liability of the partner was very what we can say over here, it was jointly, partners were jointly and severally liable for the act committed by the other partners, but now it is not there under the LLP Act 2008. Partners are independent only and they will be liable only for their own act, wrongful act. Under LLP structure, liability of the partner is limited to his agreed contribution. Further, no partner is liable on account of the independent or unauthorized acts of other partners. Now we'll see the difference between LLP and company. So, a basic difference between an LLP and a joint stock company lies in that the internal governance structure of a company is regulated by a statute. So there is specific act only. So that is Companies Act 1956. It was earlier, but now we have Companies Act 2013, and which is regulating the transaction and the business of companies, and that also includes a joint stock company and the other companies. Whereas for an LLP, it would be by a contractual agreement between the partners. So there should be a contract or the contractual agreement deed between these partners. The management of ownership divide inherent in a company is not there in a limited liability partnership. So in the LLP, there are partners, they are regulating their own transaction and the business. In LLP, we have more flexibility as compared to a company. And again, lesser compliances requirements are there in the LLP compared to a company. So today, dear students, we have completed important parts under the Limited Liability of Partnership Act 2008. If you have any query, you can ask me. You can comment in the chat box and you can write your name that you have seen this video. If you have any problem or you want material, you can communicate me. So I hope you have understood this lecture. Thank you one and all.